Hello, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to us all to this lesson. Inshallah, we take our next grammar topic, and then I hope the previous topics are clear. Whatever is unclear, you please ask. As I always repeat, if anything is unclear to you, you ask for clarification. And since it's a video, you have the liberty to pause, replay till you get everything clear. And if after all that is still not clear, you do well to ask. Okay. Our next topic is al-ism al-mu'tal al-akhir. Okay, just as we have al-fi'l al-mu'tal, which we've spoken extensively on, al-fi'l al-mu'tal, we said that the weak ending verb, the verb that has one of the weak letters at its end, which is either alif, waw, or yai. When these three weak letters end a verb, we call it al-fi'l al-mu'tal al-akhir. So if you hear al-ism al-mu'tal al-akhir, it is the same meaning. We mean a noun that has a weak ending. But nouns with weak ending, they come in two forms. You hear al-ism al-maqsoor, al-ism al-maqsoor. Let me highlight it for us. This one here, al-maqsoor. And when you hear al-maqsoor, we mean that which ends with alif maqsoor. This kind of alif, the one that looks like yai without dot. It is just pronounced the same way as alif, as written as the stick. So we have al-ism al-maqsoor, which is a noun that ends with alif. And then we have al-ism al-manqus, a noun that ends with yai. Okay, so we will come to see that at the next topic. But then today we discuss under al-ism al-mu'tal al-akhir, a noun that ends with weak ending. We are discussing al-maqsoor, the ones that ends with alif, wa ahwalu i'rabihi, and their cases of grammatical analysis. That is what we are looking at today. Okay. With the topic explained, let's look at the examples. It says, Naja al-fata min al-gharaqi. So you see, Naja al-fata, both are pronounced with alif madda, but this alif is different from that alif here. So this is what we call al-alif al-maqsoor. Okay. Now we are talking about nouns, so you are looking at this. Of course, the first one is a verb. So we are looking at al-fata here. And naja means to win or to be saved from. When you say naja al-fata min al-gharaqi, the boy survived from drowning. Yani he didn't drown. Naja al-fata min al-gharaqi, the boy was saved from drowning. Okay. Al-gharaq is drowning. Gharaq. I think Mutanabbi also, one of the words, Ana al-ghariqu fama khawfi min al-balali. Somebody who he's saying that me, that is kind of a proverb, me that I'm drowning, what do I fear from getting wet? Ana al-ghariqu, I am drowning. Fama khawfi min al-balali. How do I fear drowning? It is like you beating somebody and you are pointing some little pins, a mob beating an armed robber with sticks and all that, and somebody goes say, look at your hand is swollen. It's not, I'm already being mobbed up. So it says an al-ghariq fama khawfi min al-balad. That is just on the side. So if it says al-gharaq, means drowning. Okay. Najal fata min al-gharaqi, the boy was saved from drowning. Okay. ضاعت العصا. ضاع is to be lost. ضاعت العصا. عصا is stick. Stick. The stick is lost. It's missing. So you realize that عصا also ends with alif. And he says نالني الأذى. نالني الأذى. Harm has befallen me. When you say nala, at a point it means to obtain. Niltul jaiza. Nala al-waladu jaizatan. The boy obtained a reward. Niltu, جائزة, I obtained a reward. But then if I say ناله الأذى, it means that a harm has befallen him. نالني الأذى, a harm has befallen me. Al-adha is harm, injury, anything that is adverse. It says shamita bi al-ida. So we are looking at ida, it ends with alif too. Shamita bi is to rejoice over someone's predicament, someone's problems. Then you rejoice over it. That is the verb for it. Shamita bi. If I say shamita bi al-ida, it means my enemies are rejoicing over my predicament. Okay. And then here we have, so all these places you realize that the nouns that comes with the alif are in the position of fa'il. They are the doer in the sentence. You realize naja al-fata. Al-fata is the fa'il. Da'at al-asa. Al-asa is the fa'il. Nalani al-adha. Al-adha is the fa'il. Shamita bi al-ida. Ida is the fa'il in this sentence. They are the ones doing the actions. So here they are fa'il. And if you remember, we've already said that fa'il is always marfu'un. Fa'il should end in dhamma. Keep that. And then we have najjaytu al-fata min al-gharaki. Now the same verb, but it has been changed. We have verbs that we call transitive and some are intransitive. In Arabic we say al-fi'l al-lazim wal-fi'l al-muta'addi. Now al-fi'l al-lazim, when it comes, you just need a doer for it. You just need a fa'il for it, and it makes meaning. Like if you say najal fata, the boy survived. Da'at al-asa, the sentence is okay. You don't even need an object. Now when you say you bring a fi'l that is muta'addi, we will come to learn all this. When you bring a verb that requires an object, if you don't bring the object, the meaning is not complete. So here it says najjaytul fata. Najjaytu, I saved. Now if I say I saved, I need to mention what I've saved. Najjaytu, I saved al-fata, the boy, min al-gharaq, from drowning. So here we are looking at al-fata again. Ad-da'atu, ad-da'a is to misplace. And the moment I say I misplaced, you are listening, you are waiting for what I misplaced. So if I say ad-da'atu, al-asa is the object. So al-asa here is maf'ulun bihi, al-fata is also maf'ulun bihi. Ad-da'atu, al-asa, I misplaced the stick. Mana'atu, I prevented, from mana'a, to prevent. Mana'atu al-adha, I prevented the harm or the injury. So here also the injury is maf'ulun bihi, is the object. Then he says, La tushmit bi al-ida. La tushmit bi al-ida means do not let my enemies rejoice in my predicament. Do not let, you are telling somebody else, do not let my enemies enjoy in my predicament. It is the statement the Prophet Musa alayhi salam, his brother, said to him when he went to take the commandment. He came back and he realized that the people, the Jews, they have used the whatever they have of jewels and to make some cow shape something and worshiping and all that. So when the Prophet Musa came, he came and he was complaining to his brother. He was, why did you let them do that? And he was kind of rebuking him. So the brother was like, La tushmit bi, fala tushmit bi al-ida. I think wala taj'alni min al-qawmi az-zalimin, something like that. Do not let my enemies, fala tushmit bi al-a'da in the Quran. Didn't come ida. But ida and a'da, they are all plural for adu, enemy. It says, La tushmit bi al-ida. Do not let my enemies rejoice in me. Here the enemies are also maf'ulun bihi. Then we come to the last batch. It says raditu an fata. Raditu an fata. And of course the moment you hear an, you know that al-fata should be ismu majrur, because an is harf jar. Raditu an fata. I am pleased with the boy, or I was pleased with the boy. رضيت, رضيا, to be pleased with. اتكأت على العصا. اتكأ is to lean on. When you are holding a stick, you lean on it. Your weight is on it. So اتكأت على العصا. I leaned on the stick. سلمت من الأذى. I am, when a harm befalls you, when you have an injury, when you are sick and you become well, said salimtu min al marad, salimtu min al adha. You say something like that. That is why we say كيف حالك, then you say كيف حالك الآن, then you say أنا بخير. Maybe your friend is sick, you went to visit him, said, you ask the person كيف حالك الآن, and the person tells you أنا بخير والحمد لله. Then you say Alhamdulillah ala salamatika. Alhamdulillah ala salamatika. Salama. That is the verb, the noun from the verb here, salimtu. So salima min, to be free from something. Okay. That is why we say somebody is salim, that is the person is healthy. Then we say al-aqlu salim, a healthy mind. Al-aqlu salim fi jism salim, a sound mind and a sound body. When we were in the primary school, it was part of the anthem we used to sing. Al-aqlu salim fi jism salim, a sound mind and a sound body. So we keep doing that in the morning at parade. So that is salimtu min al-adha. I am free from the harm, the injury, the sickness. Intasartu ala al-ida, I defeated the enemies. If you hear intasara ala, to defeat, intasartu alayhi, I defeated him. Intasartu fi shay, I came out successful. Like in your exams, intasartu fil imtihanat, I came out with flying colors. You say intasartu ala, I defeated. Intasartu ala al-ida, I defeated my enemies. I defeated the enemies. So you realize that we have an, ala, min, ala. They are all huruf jar. And so the nouns that come after them should be ismu majrur. They should end in kasra. Now before we get to the bahs, look at something here. Here I said they are all fa'il, the first batch. They are all fa'il. And so they are supposed to end in dhamma. And then this second batch, I said they are all maf'ulun bihi. They were supposed to end in fatha. We should see fatha at the last end on the alif. And then the last one, I am saying they are all ismu majrur or asma majrura. And they are supposed to end in kasra. But we don't see the kasra there. You've already had an insight of this. You've already been taken through this. And we've told you that alif is so weak, it doesn't take any vowel. It can't take any vowel on top of it. Okay, so you already have an idea what is going on here. Though they are supposed to end in dhamma, fatha, kesra, we are not seeing it. Why? The reason will end up being that because they end in alif, and alif cannot take it. Okay, but let's read the bahs. Al-bahs, he says, al-kalimatu, the words, al-fata, al-asa, al-adha, al-ida, في الأمثلة المتقدمة كلها أسماء. The words al-fata, al-asa, al-adha, and all these, في الأمثلة المتقدمة كلها أسماء. They are all nouns. مُعْرَبة, they are declinable. They are not nouns that are mabni. They are nouns that are supposed to be declinable. They are supposed to change their vowels. وفي آخر كل منها, and at the end of each of them we have alif thabita. The alif is always there. Alif thabita, we mean alif that is always with the word. هذه الأسماء, these words, وما شابهها, and its likes. ما شابهها, that which looks like it. Any noun that also ends in alif, that is what he means. من كل ما هو معرب, any word that ends in alif and it's not mabni, it's also mu'rab, because we say words like haza is mabni, though it also ends with alif. We mean words that are declinable, like these ones, and they end in alif lazima. Alif lazima means alif thabita. It's the same thing. Alif that is always with the word. It doesn't go off. تسمى بالأسماء المقصورة. They are called al-asma al-maqsura. Nouns that end in alif are called al-asma al-maqsura. And it says, وَإِذَا تَأَمَّلْتَ هَذِهِ الْأَسْمَاء. If you should ponder over these words, وَجَدْتَهَا فِي الْقِسْمِ الْأَوَّلِ مَرْفُوعَةً. In the first part, you realize that they are marfu', as I've already said, لأن كل واحد منها يقع فاعلا. Exactly what I just explained. Because each one of them appears as a fa'il in the first four. And so it's supposed to be marfu'. وفي القسم الثاني منصوبة. In the second part, they are all mansub. Why? لأن كلا منها مفعول به. Because each of them is a مفعول به, is an object in the sentence, as I rightfully explained. وفي القسم الثالث مجرورة بحرف جر. It says وفي القسم الثالث مجرورة بحرف جر. And in the third part, where I said it, all the nouns are preceded by a harf jar, they are all supposed to be majrur because it is preceded by a harf jar. فما علامات الرفع والنصب والجر. So what are the signs of رفع, نصب and jar فيها, in these nouns? How do we see them? It says نحن نعلم أن العلامات الأصلية للرفع. نحن نعلم أن العلامات الأصلية للرفع. We know that the basic signs, I've already told you before, العلامات الأصلية. I always say one thing: when you are listening like this and you hear anything new you don't know about it, please note it down. Don't take it as you've memorized it. Note it down in your notebook. So if you hear al-alamat al-asliya and you didn't know it before, you write it down and you write the meaning. When we say al-alamat al-asliya, we mean signs that are basic, the basic signs of i'rab. That is the dhamma, fatha, kasra, and sukun for the jazm. Okay. It says نحن نعلم أن العلامات الأصلية للرفع والنصب والجر. We know that the basic signs of رفع, نصب and jar هي الضمة والفتحة والكسرة. The signs are respectively as follows: رفع for ضمة for رفع, فتحة for نصب, كسرة for jar. ولكننا هنا لا نرى أثرا للضم أو الفتح أو الكسر. We do not see any effect or any sign. لا نرى أثرا للضم. We do not see any trace for dhamma. We do not see any sign for dhamma, fatha or kasra. We do not see that. فما سبب ذلك? What is the reason for that? Then he says السبب أن آخر كل كلمة من هذه الكلمات ألف. He says the reason is that the ending of each of these words you find alif. Find alif there. والألف يتعذر تحريكها. Vowelization of alif is impossible. يتعذر is impossible. ولذلك بكيت ساكنة وقدرت عليها الضمة في حالة الرفع. And so بكيت ساكنة, the alif remained sakina, I no vowel on it. وقدرت عليها الضمة, and its dhamma, where it was supposed to take dhamma, is hidden. وفي حالة الرفع. والفتحة في حالة النصب, and fatha has also been hidden on it in the case where it's supposed to be mansub. والكسرة في حالة الجر, and the kasra is also hidden, it doesn't show when it is supposed to be ismu majrur. So it means that al-ism al-maqsur, all its alamat are muqaddara, all its signs of i'rab are hidden. They don't show. So al-ism al-maqsur do not end in dhamma, do not end in fatha, do not end in kasra. They are all muqaddar. So in doing i'rab, in the tamrinat, there are i'rab there. So you can just follow this as a sample. You say naja al-fata. Naja, of course, is fi'l madi. And then you come to al-fata. Al-fata, you say fa'ilun. Fa'ilun. You first mention its grammatical position. Al-fata is fa'ilun marfu'un. وعلامة رفعه الضمة المقدرة على الألف. That is what we say. Al-fata, first of all, is fa'il. It is the doer. And it's marfu'un. Fa'il is marfu'. But علامة رفعه وعلامة رفعه, the sign of its raf'u is what? الضمة المقدرة, a hidden dhamma, where على الألف, the dhamma is hidden here. We can't see it. That is how we take it. So that is the i'rab for that. When you come to najaytul fata, najaytu, of course, is fi'l madi, and the two here is the fa'il. So we say fi'l wa fa'il. Al-fata, you say maf'ulun bihi mansubun. Maf'ulun bihi is the object. Mansubun is mansub. Wa alamatu nasbihi, and its sign of nasb. Al-fathatu al-muqaddara, a hidden fatha. Ala al-alif, on top of the alif. That is i'rab. So that works for all these maf'ulun bihi. It goes for them like that. Okay. Then we come here. Raditu anil fata. Of course, there is a harf jar here. And then al-fata is ism majrur. Wa alamatu jarrihi al-kasratu al-muqaddaratu ala al-alif. All the signs are muqaddara. Don't forget that. When you come to ittaka'tu ala al-aswa, al-aswa ism majrur. Wa alamatu jarrihi al-kasra al-muqaddara ala al-alif. Same runs through. Okay, now let's read the qaida. Al-qawaid, it says al-maqsuru huwa kullu ismin, defining the ism maqsur. Al-ism al-maqsuru huwa kullu ismin mu'rabin akhiruhu. It is any noun that is declinable. It is, he's saying this because if he says kullu ismin, haza is also ism. You get it? So he has to clarify kullu ismin mu'rabin, every noun that is declinable. Akhiruhu, mu'rabin akhiruhu, its ending is declinable. He says al-maqsuru huwa kullu ismin mu'rabin. The noun that is called al-maqsur, al-ism al-maqsur, is any noun that accepts changes, is declinable. Akhiruhu alifun lazimatun, alifun lazimatun, its ending is alif. That is the most important part of the definition. We need the ending of the noun to be alif. Then we can call it al-ism al-maqsur. And he says tuqaddaru على آخر المقصور حركات الإعراب الثلاث، أي تقدر حركات الإعراب الثلاث على آخر المقصور. The حركات of إعراب, they are all مقدر, they are all hidden on the ending of the اسم المقصور. You don't say فاعل مرفوع وعلامة رفعه الضمة الظاهرة. No, the dhamma is not zahira. You can't see it. So you say الضمة المقدرة. Same happens with الفتحة المقدرة, الكسرة المقدرة. They are all hidden. Okay. This brings us to the end of this lesson. In case anything is unclear, please do all to ask. Ask, as I've been saying, ask and I will answer. Ask. Okay. with this we come to the end of this lesson. Inshallah, till we meet again. As I've always been saying, my schedule is very tight. I just love to do my part, give the little I can give out there. I know a lot of people are doing this book, studying this book in madaris and all that. So I try to put it out here so that people can also benefit from. But I have a very tight schedule. Anytime I have a bit of space, I try to. But I pray I have much more time, inshallah, so that we can do this more, because I love to be here with you guys, inshallah. So share it for others to also benefit. Share it for others to also benefit, and you also get the ajr from that. May Allah accept this little part from us. Till we meet again, have a very good Arabic time. Please revise. Grammar, revise. Read a lot, revise a lot, listen a lot. You don't need to understand to listen. Just listen. Get familiar with the language. Familiarize yourself with it. You don't need to understand everything when you are listening to something Arabic. I think getting into the higher lessons, maybe in the Qiraat Rashida or here, we will start teaching with Arabic. Some people want to hear Arabic language raw. So we will go in ahead when we go a bit far and we realize we are all strong together. Inshallah, we will start just making use of Arabic language alone. Inshallah. Till we meet again. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.